know who are the cyber criminals. Now, in this particular section, we are going to study about what are the different types of cyber crimes. Okay, how we can categorize or how we can put them in different sections or classifications that we are going to study here. The first one, suppose if the cyber crime is targeted to a single individual person, then there are set of crimes related to that. If it is done against a property, then there are set of certain crimes, cyber crimes related to that. If it is with an organization or any society, we have a different categorization. So let me go through the slides here, the next slides. So all these, I will just put up all the items here. We are going to study all these one by one in detail. Okay. So if the cyber crime is against an individual, okay, then these are the few of the cyber crimes which we can call them that if this type of cyber crime happens, then it would be targeting an individual. So what are those? Email spoofing. Have you heard about this particular word, spoofing, email spoofing? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Then the next widely used, phishing, spamming, cyber defamation, cyber stalking, computer sabotage, pornographic offenses, password sniffing. So all these type of cyber crimes, we call them as, we categorize them as the cyber crimes which are against an individual. Okay, so all these one by one we will study in detail. Only the list I have put it over here. Okay, just go through the words here, the different types of cyber crimes. Just try to remember those crimes. Okay, the next is against this property. If there is a credit card fraud, then we can categorize it as against a particular property. Intellectual property rights. So intellectual property rights means IPR issues. Okay, if the IPR issues are there, then if such crimes are there, then we can call them as against a property. Does anybody know meaning of what intellectual property? We usually call them as IP, not the internet protocol, but here it is different. Intellectual property rights, IPR or IP. Anyone? No problem. We will discuss this once we get into that particular concept. Then internet time theft. Okay. So the next is the against organization. So against organization, these are the list of cyber crimes: unauthorized accessing of computers, sniffing the passwords, DOS attacks. DOS means denial of service attack, virus attacks, and email bombing, salami attacks, logic bombs, Trojan horse, data diddling, and the cyber crimes which are originating from the Usenet news group, and the spying, that is espionage, industrial espionage, or it could be the corporate espionage. Okay. Then computer network intrusion and software piracy. So the last list is against the society. Against the society, it could be the cyber terrorism or the webjacking. So all these, whatever the list we had gone through in 4 slides, those lists we are going to study one by one. Okay. The first one is email spoofing. Okay. Now, student, will anybody try to share your screen? Would be interested, because I just want to demonstrate this email spoofing. Anyone has connected to your laptop? Chetan or anybody else?
Yes, sir.
Chetan, are you connected to laptop?
Yes, sir. Connected.
Okay.
You can change.
Fine. Is my screen visible, students, to you? Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
What do you see now, right now?
Emails. PPT one.
PPT, right? Great. Okay. Give me a moment. Now, meantime, what you can do? Give me 2 minutes. I'm just trying to simulate that one. Okay, Chetan, you just log into your Gmail account.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Logged in.
Logged in? Okay. So it will take another couple of minutes in order to complete the process. Your email ID is Chetan Desai, right?
Yes, sir. 604 at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Server is little down. It is taking more time as expected. Name. .com. Okay. Chetan, just check, refresh your mailbox and see if did you get any mail.
Not yet, sir.
Not yet. So would you share your screen? I will give you the permission.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you have privilege to share your screen. So just refresh and check whether you got any mail. Basically today that particular server is little down. It was taking some time for me to send from here also. Basically the point of discussion, what we're trying to discuss in the new concept here, that email spoofing. So email spoofing basically is the thing where if you get an email from one particular person, but actually that person would have not have sent any email. It would have come from someone else's mailbox itself. Okay, so what I tried to did was I just tried to send a mail to Chetan. Okay, and the mail was sent from in his email. If he receives that email, it would show that he has received a mail from Sanjana. Okay, the sender email ID will be Sanjana's email ID, and the content will be there. Then what would the Chetan would think that he has got certain mail from Sanjana, and he will try to do the certain activity over there. Suppose if she would have asked certain information kind of the thing, he would fill in that information, he may just provide it back. But actually that particular mail would not have been sent from Sanjana together at all. It would have originated from somebody else. Such type of mails, we call them as spoofed mails. I think Chetan, the server is too down. I'm getting that message here. Server is down.
Okay, sir.
It may not be coming. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Some other day, when it is server is good, that time we will try to simulate this one. Okay. Thanks
Okay,
for
sir, no
sharing
problem.
the screen. You may just stop sharing and you can make me back as a host.
Yes, sir.
You may just go to participant list in your Zoom application and there, yeah, great. Okay. I did it at my end also. Students, now are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yes, sir.
Now see the mailbox which I'm showing you. From where it has come? It has come from Sanjana Avadhani. Sanjana, do you confirm that this is your email ID?
Yes, sir. That is my email ID.
Okay. So did you send me this week this particular email?
No.
No. See, this is what email spoofing is. But you could see a message from Google. Google's tried to rectify that. It has not come from the respective person. It would have come from the somebody else also. That message it will display on prompt here. Google could not verify that it actually came from the person. Avoid clicking links, downloading attachment, or replying with personal information. Since I use the server which is used for testing purposes. Okay, from those particular websites, I just tried to simulate the email spoofing. So what has happened here? I got a mail from this email ID, and if I say that if I trust this one, I say that okay, I know this particular person, and it could be that any confidential information this person could be asking. Then if I go ahead and type in, or if I provide my confidential information, then what would happen? It would lead to a cybercrime. And what type of cybercrime this is? It is going to be email spoofing. Email spoofing means we get an email from one particular source, but actually the email would not have been sent from that particular source. It would have been sent from something else. So that type of cybercrime, we call it as email spoofing. A spoofed email is one that appears to originate from one source, but has been actually sent from another source. So the source means here the email ID from where I get the mailbox. Now I got it from Sanjana, but actually it was not sent from her mailbox. It would have been sent from somebody else. Okay. So as point of examination, you may get a 2-mark question. Define email spoofing. In such cases, you just define it and try to give an example. Say one person sends up to another person, take out certain names and then explain it. I hope this is understood, student. What is email spoofing? Any doubts?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. The next is spamming. Okay, so this particular spamming word you might have heard, right? Many times. Definitely, you would have come across with this particular word, spam, right? If you are handling a email account, then every day probably you may get tens or hundreds of spam emails. Can anybody try to tell me what is the meaning of spam or a spamming?
Sharing the same content to many users.
Sharing the same content to many users. Okay, fine.
Sir, advertisements.
Attachments.
Advertisements like certain advertisement which I'm not interested, but they spam it all the time.
Okay, correct. Any other meanings?
Sir, the
Sir,
things
irrelevant
which
messages.
has low priority.
Can you come again, Chetan?
So the things which has low priority, like they are like traveled in spam.
Okay, okay. Okay, someone else was trying to
Irrelevant messages.
relevant messages. Okay, good. So what type of, have you seen the spams? Where have you come across this particular word spam? Where have you seen these things? Irrelevant messages,
Email only.
low priority, or as you said, or irrelevant.
Gmail.
Gmail, right? So basically you would have noticed this particular spam word, or you might have seen it in your email boxes. Okay, you would have got some messages or emails saying that there is which try to depict some kind of advertisements, as Sanjana said, advertisements, right? So basically these are what unwanted messages. Okay, so the broad word is spam. There are different category of the spamming. Okay, now basically spam means what? It is an using of or misusing, probably not using, misusing of electronic messages. So electronic messages, it could be email, okay, one of the type, or it could be any other messages, any other types of messages. Okay, in order to do what? In order to send not useful messages, and these messages will be sent in a bulk, or for the advertisements. Okay, so those things, what we can, such type of crimes, what we can call it as a spamming. Okay, the misuse or a use of the electronic messages for advertisements and for not for the good use. Okay, so we can have the definitions in, we can define it in many different terms. One is the spamming is the use of messaging systems to send unsolicited. Unsolicited means the unwanted or a spam to large number of recipients. And what is the purpose of sending such messages? The purpose is to have the commercial advertisements. In order to increase their business, they would be advertising, and all these advertisings will happen through the messaging systems, electronic messaging systems. Most popular type of spamming is email spam. Okay, that's why you get to see that email spamming in your email box. You get to see many spam messages as an advertisement. Okay, now the one who tries to send these spam messages are called as basically spammers. So spammers are the one. The spammer could be a person, or it could be again a computer also. We may write certain codes which will automatically send spamming messages or a bulk messages to many people. Okay, that particular entity or the person, we call it as spammers. And as I said, the most recognized spam is what? Email spam, because emails can be created very easily and they are free of use, free of the cost. So people or the organizations, companies may create their own emails, and using that particular emails, they may try to advertise their businesses. Okay, can you tell me other type of spammings apart from the emails? Anywhere have you seen?
Spam call.
Yes,
Calls.
spam calls.
Calls.
Sir, spamming means sending something in bulk, so it can be done in any field, like in chat box or in comment section of some social medias.
Yes, exactly. That is also a spam. Somebody says spam calls. Would you please try to elaborate that spam calls?
Sir, call guests from many companies.
Many companies regarding what?
Yeah. Regarding they ask like credit cards and all the personal details.
So here credit cards is they want to tell that the credit cards are available, you can purchase, or they are seeking the information like you give me your credit card details for these reasons.
Yeah.
Which one is the first one, that they are
Yeah,
offering
first.
you the credit cards, or they are willing to know the data of your credit cards?
Both can be happen, sir.
Yeah, that is actually I want to highlight there. Both are different crimes here. Okay, the spamming, you need to remember the reason for doing this particular crime. The reason is commercial advertising. If it is for the advertisement purpose, advertisement means the information will be coming from the one person to the other person. The one person, the first person would be interested in the advertising. He will not be seeking any information out of you. Okay, he will be giving you the information. That is spamming. As you said here, if it is receiving the information that somebody will call you and he may try to say that, okay, we are from the bank and we need to know the your OTP and your credit card number or debit card number, then it is not called as a spamming. It is called as a phishing. Two are entirely different crimes. We will discuss more on those particular phishing parts. Okay, now, so in spamming, you need to remember these are the sending the messages, okay, electronic messages in a large number of recipients, and the purpose is commercial advertising. Okay, for their advertisement of their business, they would be sending you the messages. The messages could be through emails, or it could be through any other means. It could be through the advertising on the websites. Okay, or it could be through the say through the WhatsApp also. They could be putting the broadcasting the messages that we have opened this particular shop and we have all these offers on those products and all. So those we call them as a spammers. Those are the spammers. Okay, so did you understand this particular concept, spammers? Am I audible, students?
Yes, sir.
We will talk about that the other part, as you said, calling a particular person and receiving the information, that we call them as a phishing. Okay. Yes. The next is cyber defamation. Have you come across this particular word, defamation?
Yes, sir.
What do you
Yes, sir.
defamation?
It's almost like insulting someone by taking their
Okay.
names publicly in the online platforms.
Okay.
Defamation of character, sir.
Defamation
Like,
of characters. Yes.
defamation of
It is,
character.
yes, exactly. It's kind of allegations we are making towards a particular person, right? We are trying to disrepute a particular person or harms the particular person's reputation. We call it as a defamation. If the defamation is done by using the computer or by using the internet, then we can call it as a cyber defamation. Can you give some examples of cyber defamation which you had come across with by any time, anywhere have you heard? I will just try to give some examples. Okay,
So for example, I have one.
Yes, please.
So there was one YouTuber who posted one photo on Instagram of Justin Bieber. Like he was not Justin Bieber, but he was someone who's familiar with Justin Bieber. They put up a photo. He is eating a burrito and something like that, and it went viral on Twitter. So that must be one.
Yes. Yeah, you might have seen so many memes on the Facebook, right? Any particular person, they would be harming their characteristics or abusing their characteristics. Okay, then shall we call each one of them as each one such instances as the cyber defamation?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Uh, Actually, for cyber defamation, as per Indian penal section, the crime has the punishment of around, I think, if I'm not wrong, 2 or 3 years of imprisonment with fine. If that was the case, then those who are sending the memes, who are trying to defamate a particular person's identity, right, or a character, then would all have been present in the jail by this time. But that is not so. So there is a narrow gap. There are certain exceptions in cyber defamation. Okay, the exception in the sense, suppose if any, say in the defamation, we can have two types actually. If it is written defamation, or it could be a oral defamation. Written in the sense, a kind of a picture or a words or a statements we write and we try to put it somewhere. Or the oral means verbally, if somebody try to defamate a particular person. Like this, we can have two classifications. If these defamations are actually truth, if it is a truth about that particular person, truth in the sense here, the whatever the wordings they might have used, okay, if it is true with respect to that particular person, then we cannot call it as a defamation. The truth could be good or it could be bad. But if it is a truth about that particular person, then it will come under the exception. Okay, if the particular person's character is not like that and they try to defamate, then it will become as cyber defamation. If they use any electronic medias or any social networks and all, then we can call them as a cyber defamation.